Hey, what's up everybody? I hope you all are doing absolutely fine. This is Rudraditya, and in this video I am going to talk about the OnePlus Nord CE. Yes, I'm not going to take the full name of this phone as company used to say, because in India we will just get one 5G band in this phone, and if in the auction in India, if that 5G band will come, then and only I will call this phone a 5G phone, OnePlus Nord CE 5G. But as of now, this is just a OnePlus Nord CE for me. Well, see, in this video I'm not going to waste your time by telling you the specifications, because you guys are already aware about the specifications. Well, in case if you aren't, then you can read all the highlighted specifications from my description box. But in this video also I'm not going to cover the unboxing part, because a lot of other YouTubers already covered the unboxing part, so you can watch their videos on their channels for unboxing. Now in this video, what I am going to tell you, which company doesn't tell us in the launch event and on their official websites. They just tell you the highlighted specifications, obviously. But if you are thinking to buy this phone, then I cannot give you a final verdict of this phone, because I have been using this phone from last 20 hours, you can say one day. But definitely one day is not enough to tell you each and everything about the product. So you have to wait for my full proper in-depth review, which will come after 7 to 10 days. So make sure to subscribe the channel for that. But in this video I am going to tell you some key points which you should know before making the purchase decision, and that will also help you for sure. So yeah guys, now without wasting any time, let's start the video by hitting that like button. So the first thing is the storage, how much storage you will get. Now I have the 8GB RAM, 128GB internal storage variant, and out of 128 I will get 108GB free. 19.6GB is used by the system, and the storage type is here UFS 2.1. And if we talk about the update, then there is a good sign. When you set up your phone, you will receive an update of OxygenOS 11.0.3.3. yes, so that's a good thing. Now I will install this update, and then I will inform you on my Twitter that how good it is in real world usage. Well guys, if you aren't following me on Twitter, then definitely follow me there for this type of updates. Now talking about the software, the point number 2, then yeah, software is again very good. This is not core edition of OxygenOS. You will get a proper full-fledged OxygenOS here in the OnePlus Nord CE, and you will get just one bloatware, which is Netflix. Now Netflix is not a bad application, so I'm glad that we at least don't get applications like we get to see in the iQOO, Realme and Mi phones. And also there are a tons of features and customizations that you can play with, and overall it's a very a decent typical OnePlus software. Now point number 3, this phone has 4G carrier aggregation, so this is again a good thing. Now point number 4, mono speakers. This phone has single mono speaker, and the output is just fine. It's loud enough, the quality is decent. It's not very good or it's not very bad either, but it's definitely better than the iQOO Z3. So overall it's fine for me. But talking about the 5th point, which is not fine for me, is the haptic feedback here. Now in the OnePlus Nord, the haptic feedback is good, it's very decent, but here the vibration which they used is really, very average, very bad vibration. When you especially type on keyboard, you will not going to get a good feel, and I wasn't expected this from OnePlus, because OnePlus is famous for great software and great user experience, and these small things adds up to enhance the user experience. But this time they definitely disappointed me. Even though yeah, it's 25,000 phones, so it's not too cheap, so that you guys cannot provide us a haptic motor, a good haptic feedback. But definitely again, it's still slightly better than the iQOO Z3. Anyway, a full comparison between this phone and iQOO Z3 is coming on my channel, and if you want to see any other comparisons between OnePlus Nord CE and other phones, then do let me know in the comment box. Feel free to comment whatever you want to see on my channel. Then and only I can understand that what you guys are want to see, what type of contents you guys are looking for, and then I can make if it is possible, right? So please guys, tell me in the comment box, and also tell me that what you feel about my videos and what improvements should I do. Feedback is always welcome. Thank you. Now move again. Now the 6th point is about the hardware. Now in my opinion, if you want to gain something, then you have to lose something at the same point. Now we gained headphone jack, but we lose iconic alert slider of OnePlus. But to be honest, see a lot of I saw a lot of people complaining about this, and that's obvious, that's right. There is no reason to remove the alert slider. They can't do a lot of cost cutting here with that small piece of hardware. So definitely it doesn't make any sense. But at least if any person will ask me, like, you have just one thing to pick between headphone jack and alert slider, then which hardware you will pick? I will definitely go with 3.5mm headphone jack any day. Now let's talk about the 7th point. So the build quality. Now it's made up of plastic, the back and the frame of the body as well. It's completely made up of plastic. But if you talk about the build quality, then it's pretty solid. It's feel premium as well, not as premium as glass bodies obviously, but I have no problem with the plastic back. I said the exact thing in my iQOO Z3 review. I said the exact thing for Pixel 4a as well. And point to be note, in the 8GB 128GB variant, which costs you rupees 25,000, in this variant, in the blue color, you will get matte finish here, so that doesn't catch a lot of fingerprints. But in the base variant, you will get just one color, which is black, and that has glossy finish, so that will catch a lot of fingerprints. And I don't know why OnePlus is doing all these things. Like, at 25,000 rupees you will get 2 color variants, 23 at base at base variant you will just get 1 color, and at the max variant, which costs you rupees 28,000 rupees, will provide you 3 color options with addition of silver ray. So I mean, my point is, give us all the colors at all the variants, or just give one color at all the variants. This is not fair in my opinion. Like, the ones who wants to buy the base variant, and if they are liking this color, then they will feel betrayed for sure. Now guys, the 8th point, the display of this phone. Then the quality is so good. I am super impressed with the display quality. You will get deep blacks and great contrast ratio, plus the quality, overall quality, viewing angles are everything good. And I checked the tint issue as well, and I am glad. Surprisingly, tint issue is not here. In the OnePlus Nord it's still there, but here I haven't seen as of now. And it's a good panel overall. You will get a 90Hz full HD AMOLED display. Yeah, now I know that even at less price, the best example is Redmi Note 10 Pro will give you 120Hz AMOLED display, and that AMOLED display is also very good. But yeah, now this is what it is you can get from a brand like OnePlus. Now guys, the 9th point, the camera. See, first thing first, there's a little confusion between the users. Like, a lot of users thinking that in OnePlus Nord we are getting 48 megapixel and here we will getting 64 megapixel. So this is on papers this is a better camera phone, but that's not how the camera thing works. You should also focus on the sensor. In the OnePlus Nord you will get Sony IMX586 in the primary sensor, in the primary lens, but here you will get an OmniVision sensor. So yeah, I have to test, I have to check, but according to my photo samples, this is not the best in this price range definitely. But you can see the photo samples by yourself, and I will talk about camera more in my proper in-depth review. Alright guys, so here are some photo samples of daylight and indoor conditions, and this is very early to judge the camera. I need some more time to test the camera thoroughly, and then I can give my opinion. But yeah, for now you can see these photo samples. Well guys, talking about the video capabilities, then you can shoot up to 4K 30 FPS from the rear camera, and you can shoot in ultra wide angle lens as well, but at only 1080p 30 FPS. At 1080p 60 and at 4K 30 you cannot shoot in ultra wide angle lens. But the good thing is that at least you can switch from wide angle to ultra wide angle lens during the recording in 1080p 30 fps, and there is no OIS, it is missing. And also you cannot see EIS in the camera interface, it is automatically on for all the video modes. Alright guys, now let's talk about the battery. So now battery is the only department where I can see some improvements as compared to OnePlus Nord. Now here you will get 4500 mAh battery with 30 watt warp charger T, 30 watt T warp charger, crazy names, but yeah, you will get a 30 watt adapter, and that's decent according to the price, that's decent. And the battery backup looks promising. Like, suppose that I am on currently 60%, and if I show you the screen on time which I got so far, then yeah, I got 3 hours and 7 minutes of screen on time with basic usage, but I will tell you more, I will share more screenshots in my in-depth review. Now talking about the performance, so yeah, I have to take the name of the processor. It has the Qualcomm Snapdragon 750G processor, and it's a decent processor. Now it's not bad at this price point, but it's not very good at this price point. Because if you are a heavy gamer and looking forward to play BGMI and Call of Duty on this phone, then I would not suggest you to go with this phone, because you will get other phones with better processors. But if you are a casual user, if you just use social media applications, and if you want to do casual gamings, then you can play games, and also the day-to-day task is really good in this phone. There is no problem, and thanks to the optimization of OxygenOS, everything is very smooth so far. And yeah, one more thing I heard, a lot of users are saying that there is a jitteriness in the user interface, but I haven't noticed any jitteriness. I mean, it's very smooth, very responsive so far. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah guys, see, to know more about battery performance, camera and other things, then you have to wait. And one more thing I am very concerned about is the software, like if we get any bugs or not in the software of OnePlus Nord CE. So for all those things you need to give me some time. But still, overall, if you want a OnePlus phone if you want to experience a software experience of OnePlus, the OxygenOS, and overall it's a decent package. The things which you will get at this price point is very decent, so you can buy this phone. But for my final verdict, you have to wait for my in-depth review, right? So if you enjoyed what you watched, then definitely smash the like button, and if you find this helpful, then yeah, please subscribe to my channel and also turn that bell icon on so that you will receive the notifications whenever I will upload any contents related to the OnePlus Nord CE. And with that said, I will see you very soon in my next video. Until then, bye bye, take care.